Hi, this is Dan Pygott from the Pygott Properties Group at Royal LePage, Sussex. This is your monthly update. Now, it's important that I answer all your questions when they come in, and I wanted to share with all of you that a lot of people have called me at the end of 2022 asking, hey, have we hit rock bottom yet in terms of real estate values? Now, only time will tell, but I'm forecasting that we will see a bit more softening in values as we move into the first quarter or two of 2023. Now, if you've been reading media outlets, you'll see a lot of reports that projections are property values may drop 20 to 25% in 2023. And I would caution you worrying too much about that based on our indicators in the current marketplace. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look at what's impacting a stable market or stabilization of the market going forward. One thing is inventory. We are still sitting on historically low inventory levels. For example, in November of 2022, across Canada, there was the least amount of listings that we've seen in 17 years. Now, locally, we're experiencing a very similar trend. And what this means is, yes, the buyer activity and the number of sales has slowed over the last several months, but the inventory has reduced as well, keeping that supply to demand ratio moderate. That's helping support the pricing. Now, two other things to look at are record immigration numbers into the country, and in December there was another 100,000 jobs added. These two things mean movement of people coming in with financial security that are often looking for housing, whether it's rental housing or to purchase. So these three things work together to support our market, even though it is slowing. Now, what do we look for if there's going to be a more pronounced drop in values moving forward? Well, we're looking for like an economic recession, and things that we will see with that are extremely high interest rates. Now, we are moving in that direction, but all indications are we are going to level off here in 2023. Another thing to watch for is extremely high inventory levels, and we're a long ways away from that. High unemployment, and a large number of foreclosures, meaning people that can't afford their homes and they have to be sold court-ordered sales. Now, we're not really seeing any of these indicators at this point in time, and if that changes, we could have a different forecast going forward. So remember, let's watch for quarter one and quarter two. We're going to see a bit of settling in the market, possibly a little bit more settling in pricing, but we will find a stabilization point, and I think confidence is going to come back by mid-year, and watch for the activity to increase. What that means for you is if you're looking to buy or sell, there will be fantastic opportunity out there in the marketplace, but you need to be ready. So contact me. We can go through a plan, whether you're looking to buy or sell, to prepare you. So when that opportunity comes, you can jump and make your move. Now let's dive into 2022 year-end stats.
Now let's take a look at the sales totals to put what we've come out of into context. Now we all know that the 2021 market was record-breaking. It was hot from January all the way through December, setting records for sales totals and market values. Now it was book match, but basically 2020 and 2022 were very similar, just in reverse. So 2020 started the first half of the year slowly, and as we came out of COVID, it finished at a record-breaking pace. Now 2022, on the other hand, the first half of the year was busy, and then the second half slowed down. What did this lead to? Basically very similar sales numbers in both of those 2 years. So you see that in these graphs, Vancouver, North Van, and West Van had a similar rise and fall in sales. Now let's take a look at market value. So since 2020, we have seen a steady increase in values, and that even takes into account that things have softened here at the end of 2022. So again, detached houses in Vancouver, North Vancouver, and West Vancouver are of greater value today than they were in 2020. The average sale price of attached properties in Vancouver, North Vancouver, and West Vancouver have a similar trajectory of that of what we've seen in the detached market.
Two things to remind you of is, again, the 2-year foreign buyer ban is now in effect. There is a lot of exemptions to this, so I do not foresee it impacting our local day-to-day market that much. The other one that will impact all of you, whether you're buying or selling, is the home buyer rescission period, or known as the cooling off period. Now, this is a 3-day rescission period for buyers. There is a penalty attached if they invoke the rescission, but give me a call today. I'd love to go through it with you, explain the pros and cons and how it's going to impact negotiations going forward. As we start a new year, I want to once again say thank you to each and every one of you for supporting my business this past year and in the years past. Now, my business, as you probably know, depends on past clients and repeat and referral. And so if you have a moment, it would mean a lot to me if you could visit one of the links below to my social media channels and either like our page or leave a review or share a little bit about your experience of working with our team at the Pygott Properties Group. That would be very grateful for that. So thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you this year.